Hello and welcome to another video and podcast from Fantasy Football Scout. My name is Joe and today I'm going to be constructing the perfect free hit team for Game Week 36. Whether you think that is perfect is another matter. Please do leave your views on the best players in the comments section below. Before we get stuck in, please do press that like button, really helps us out. And remember to subscribe to keep up to date with our latest videos and podcasts. Okay, let's have a look at the fixtures in Game Week 36, see what we're dealing with here. Okay, so in contrast to last week, where you had a couple of the relegated teams playing against each other, Everton against the other one, it wasn't a great set of fixtures for a lot of our players. We did, those that backed, for example, Kevin De Bruyne did well, got a double digit score there. Brian Mbeumo, Brentford, whilst he only got an assist, Brentford did exceptionally well there as well. But I think there's scope for a much higher average game week score, which is a worry for me because the free hit team I have constructed is the most it's been far from my team. I think I've made a total of 12 changes from my current team. So I've used the app at Fantasy Football Scout, on the mobile app there, and use the planner tool. I made 12 changes. Usually I make about 5, 6, 7 maybe. I've got a few players, but I've hardly got anyone who's actually in my team. So that shows, but that's just what I think if I had a free hit now. Okay, well, the fixtures are great. Man City, they're away to Southampton, brilliant. Nottingham Forest are home to Leicester, brilliant. Brentford away to Ipswich, brilliant. 3 great teams, lots of players we want, all against relegated teams. West Ham playing Manchester United. Manchester United are actually could do okay, could score, but it's Bowen really you'd be looking at for that one. Fulham against Everton, bit tougher to call, and so it goes on. But there are some other interesting ones. Wolves against Brighton. My side, Brighton, cannot keep a clean sheet. I think that Cunha could be a really good option there. Nori too could be supplying the assists. Bournemouth against Aston Villa, tough one to call that one. So I'm probably going to shy away from that one. But you can see there's some good fixtures. You can pretty much, if you want a free hit now, which some of you may well be. You can load up on those City, Nottingham Forest, Brentford assets and then kind of fill in a couple of the blanks wherever. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll put the free hit team up. And what I'll do is have a look at players sort of... I'll read it out first and then I'll explain some of my decisions for this. So immediately I've gone for a double City. I've gone for triple Brentford. I've gone for triple Nottingham Forest. I could go for... I've got enough money in the bank here. With this draft here, I've got a whopping 11.3 million in the bank. I can easily go for triple City. I'm just not sure who is going to start for this one or who will be a good asset for FPL. Especially it's a free hit. Well, in my world it is just for this purposes of this video and podcast. Just a free hit for this. So let's just see. So I've gone for Leno in goal, are home to Everton. Gvardiol away to Southampton. I still think he's the best City defender. Nori at home to Brighton. I'm looking for assist potential there. Milenkovic, but you could easily get Neco Williams as well at home to Leicester there. So I think that's a strong back line. It's up front. I really like it. Pretty much gone for almost entirely attackers against promoted sides, which is what you can do. I've gone for Elanga at home to Leicester, De Bruyne away to Southampton, Brian Mbeumo, who I think will be my captain this week if I was free hitting this, but probably be my captain anyway, away to Ipswich. I believe he's averaging about 12 points against relegated sides this season so far, so I'll take that. I've actually gone for a triple up here, so I've gone for Kevin Schade as well, away to Ipswich, and Wissa as well. So Wissa and Schade and Brian Mbeumo. That's an attacking triple up. I'm not going for like Collins or Flecken, just going for them. Also to complete that in a 3-4-3, I've got Cunha away to Brighton. At home to Brighton. I think he's a really strong option. I actually put the vice captaincy on him. And Chris Wood at home to Leicester, arguably a very strong captain. He used to play against Leicester. We know what Chris Wood does against his former clubs. He scores against them. So I think he's a really strong option this week. On the goal, I couldn't think who I'd go for a second goalkeeper, so I just put Pickford in because he's quite reliable for points. Hopefully I wouldn't need him for this. Top mid substitute is Bowen away to Manchester United. I think he's a good option, strong option for this week, but is he better than any of this lot? I don't think so. I think he's the sort of eighth best. I've gone for Munoz home to Tottenham. I still think they'll concede, but he has a firm attacking threat. And I've gone for Sessegnon as well because I like the clean sheet potential there. Sessegnon is down as defender who's playing right wing, but he has got in his last 3 game weeks. I think he has got within that time back-to-back 11 pointers, brilliant with attacking returns, but he only got 56, I think it was 56, 57 minutes last time out, and I think he came away with no points. But that's the danger there. He is prone to rotation within a match there, and he might not get to 60 minutes. So that's why I'm a little bit, I sort of favour Leno a little bit more, going for the clean sheet options there. So why have I gone for those things, for those players there? Man City, let's go with them. De Bruyne, I really like. Arguably, he's a great captaincy shout. I'm pretty certain he'll start this one because I don't think Haaland will. So that's why I haven't gone for Haaland. If you think Haaland's going to start or you get a leak he is, swap Cunha out for him. That's what I would do for this one. So that you got money in the bank, you can easily do that. I did have Marmoush in here, but if he's playing on the right wing, I don't think he's that effective. And if you've got a free hit, you've got time to move. I do like Cunha at home to Brentford there. Obviously, the Brentford attack up. I just think if you're on a free hit, you might as well do that as well. I like Alanga as a sort of possibly the best midfielder, but he could be Gibbs White as well. So Gibbs White instead of Alanga, that's perfectly reasonable there. So yeah, I think it's a sort of a boring free hit this week, as in you've got these 3 teams against the relegated sides, and you can really cherry pick from them. And I think that's a really good move. I've got some stats just to back some of these things up. So why is 8 Nori in there? Well, his minutes per expected goal involvement, non-penalty over the last 6 matches is every 199 minutes. He's got 2 assists and a goal, 3 attacking returns for a 5.1 million defender. Wow. 10 shots inside the box, 12 chances created. He is a really, really strong for this week. So I definitely want to play him. In terms of the midfield as well, Alanga, his underlying stats aren't that great, but I do like him for this fixture because it's Leicester. So for a free hit, you can go for him. He's only created 4 chances in the last 6 matches, but only had 4 shots inside the box. But you know, he's had 5 starts in this last 6. This is over the last 6 matches. By the way, Kevin De Bruyne, however, this is why I might be giving him the armband if I had him in here as well. 10 chances created, 7 shots inside the box, and he's a minutes per expected goal involvement, non-penalty, last 6 matches, every 184 minutes as well. Yeah, I think they're the really strong ones there. So looking at the Brentford assets, so why is Wissa in there? Minutes per expected goal involvement, non-penalty, every 59 minutes. 6 attacking returns, last 6 matches, wowzers. Created 5 chances, but 17 shots inside the box. That's absolutely huge. Arguably, you could put the armband on him. Brian Mbeumo, he's the one I'm probably going to put the armband on in real life because he's got penalties in his lock as well. He's also really involved, created 14 chances and had 11 shots inside the box. Baseline bonus is really strong. He's creating one of those baseline bonus points, which goes into calculating the bonus points every 5 minutes or so. Wow. So that's pretty strong. Minutes per expected goal involvement, non-penalty every 180 minutes. Kinshada as well. Minutes per expected goal involvement every 208 minutes. Not as strong, but he's got 3 goals in his last 6 appearances. Pretty strong with 10 shots inside the box. Like him a lot. You could also go for Damsgaard. I recommend if you wanted. For some reason, sort of the way you wanted to structure your team, if you wanted a strong first sub, I think Damsgaard is a really strong one there. He's got 8 chances created and he's got assist. But I think whenever you listen to the commentary or watch the games, he's really involved, very creative. So he is an option there. But I just don't think he's as good as those 3 that I picked there. Meanwhile, with some of the forwards wise, Cunha in there. Well, Cunha has created 13 chances, minutes per baseline bonus every 5 minutes, really strong. 10 shots on target, 9 inside the box. Marmoush's underlying stats are really strong last 6, but a lot of those are sort of a while ago. While he's been playing on the right wing, he's not as effective. Nevertheless, last 6 matches, he has had 17 shots inside the box. And he's got minutes per expected goal involvement, non-penalty of every 122 minutes. Exceptionally well owned as well. But I think to this end of the season, if you wanted to be a bit different, take on some players, I think this is the time to do it. Marmoush's in 3 in 10 teams. Cunha's in half of that. So he's in his ownership's just hovering around the 15% mark. That's overall teams. Does include engaged managers and those who perhaps dropped away as well. You could go for some others. Watkins could creep in, but it's against Bournemouth, and that's tough to call. But Chris Wood, his minutes per expected goal involvement, non-penalty, not as strong, every 362 minutes. But it's Chris Woods. He's playing Leicester. That just screams goal to me. So one of the reasons why, if this wasn't a free hit team, I wouldn't go for Chris Wood is I'm not sure about the fixtures in total. So I'm just going to put, just before we round off, I'm just going to put some fixtures up for game weeks 35 to 38. Now, Nottingham Forest are second here. They got that Leicester game, but then they got West Ham away and Chelsea at home, which are okay, but they're not wow fixtures. And Chris Wood and Nottingham Forest aren't creating a hell of a lot of opportunities. So I like him for this one, but perhaps not for the other two. Meanwhile, Man City I like for all three, really, especially Kevin De Bruyne. It's that home game in 37 against Bournemouth, so I think he's good to bring in as well. Brentford I think are just good, full stop. Ipswich away, Fulham at home, Wolves away. I think there's a lot of potential there. Game week 38 as well, whether they've got something to play for, as in trying to get 8th spot, I think can get you into Europe this year. They might have secured that or not, no hope of that, and so that makes me even more want to get Brentford assets in, because then they face Wolves, and if neither team have anything to play for, then there's just going to be a lot of goals in that game, you would imagine. West Ham, I like Jared Bowen for game week 38 away to Ipswich. I don't like him as much. He's okay against Manchester United. And against Nottingham Forest, he's just all right, I think. He's a strong asset, but not the best. I like Cunha for all three matches. So if you're just, I don't know, perhaps wildcarding or just looking to bring players in, Cunha at home to Brighton, away to Crystal Palace, and at home to Brentford. I think these are really strong fixtures for those players again. Just before I go, I'm just going to put that free hit team up again. So we've got Leno in goal. I do like that. The off chance of Fulham getting a clean sheet against Everton. Gvardiol, Aït-Nouri, Milenkovic, could easily be Neco Williams. Elanga, could be Gibbs White. De Bruyne, Ryan Mbeumo, Kevin Schade. And then up front, we've got Chris Wood, Wissa, Cunha. He's got 11 million in the bank. So if you didn't fancy one of those forwards and think Haaland's going to start, you can go for that as well. I like Jared Bowen as well. He takes a spot on the bench on this one. I hope that's been of use, whether you're free hitting, whether you're wildcarding, whether you're bench boosting, triple captaining, or just making transfers. Good luck with the week. I think out of the 3 weeks, if I had my free hit chip left, I would use it this week, because you can target those good players against those relegated sides. Take care. See you again next week. Cheers. Bye.